The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston. Jameis going to look to throw right away. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 15 carries, 54 yards.
There were some signs of life from the ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. On third down, Winston. Forced out, under pressure again, and down he goes again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Here comes the Saints punter now. Cordero. Deep for Atlanta. That's taken on the 25. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Winston now to throw on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. After the sack on first down, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes to... And it caught it up! And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Saints.
Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd down and goal.
From the gun, Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Myers' kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once. Maybe defensively now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2 or 3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
The Falcons had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line
first here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys hit bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
16 yards right off the bat for the first down. Here's Winston.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Winston.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Got his man. It's London.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Buried by Mo. On the drive's first play. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. There's Chris Olave. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offer can go for big yards.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying on schedule. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll work this down inside the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. From the red zone now, Winston. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Stephen Carter, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. A
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jameis Winston and the Saints ready to go back again on offense.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second down at 5.
Kamara up the middle.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Winston finds his man. It's Thomas. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. David Onyemata able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will give the lead up to 7. Myers' kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 64 yards.
And this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Gets past one man. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Winston. And Thomas has it.
Winston to Thomas, and it's a New Orleans 1st down.
To throw is Winston.
That would complete downfield to Thomas.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 7, Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now Ritter and the Falcons
down 16-13, a minute 25 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays.
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
27 yards there, a first down. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Potential grounding. Awesome.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
But now it's third down.
Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
Just about sewn up this football game.